Hello, thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my channel. My name is The Indigo Jo, and I am an intuitive tarot reader. Today I'm going to be reading for you an answer to the question of what are they feeling about you. This will be a pick card reading, so for those of you that are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to show you the 3 piles that you can choose from. And then after you choose your pile, you can fast forward to the timestamp that I put below in the description. Hi there, pile 1. This is going to be for those of you who chose the pile with the sunstone crystal. And today we're going to be answering the question of how does this person feel about you? So think of a specific person while I'm shuffling, and then we'll go ahead and answer that question for you guys. So I'm going to start today. I actually haven't worked with this deck before on my channel yet. It's the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle deck. So what I'm going to do today is actually a little bit different than I've ever done for YouTube. So I'm going to kind of channel into your person, and whether or not you kind of agree with my description of them based on the cards, you can see if this is the reading for you, I guess. Okay, so pile 1's person. Let's see. Okay. So I got Earth. I feel like this person definitely lives a life of luxury, or wants to. That's one of their main goals in life. They definitely like to be seen, or they like to be seen in a certain way. They might be a Taurus, I'm getting, just because this picture immediately makes me think of Venus, which is the earth sign that's ruled by Taurus. The earth sign that's ruled by Venus, and she's beautiful like Venus, basically. Let's see. We have Mercury. Okay, so whether or not this is a female or male, I'm getting this masculine energy. This person could be a Gemini, but even though this is Mercury, I'm also getting kind of a Scorpio vibe, just from the picture. Kind of shadowy, he has 2 sides to him or her, definitely. So Gemini vibes for sure. And then we have air, so that's also kind of a confirmation. They could have some Gemini in their chart, or any air sign, so that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like they definitely don't let people tell them what to do. That's the vibe that I'm getting, is they kind of do their own thing, and they don't really let other people's opinions bother them as much, or that's at least how they want to portray themselves to the world. Communication is important to them, so the way they communicate and the way you communicate is going to be important in the relationship between you two. Okay, so hopefully that resonates with your person, and now I'm going to move on to my tarot. All right, so how's my person? Okay, so past energy. So based on what I'm getting here, I feel like you two might have had some really happy, fun times together in the past. You really felt like you could be yourself around this person, or vice versa. They felt it's almost kind of a recognition, a knowing of who you are, right off the bat, and that you two being together brought like a certain like spark and like happiness of joy in the day. So maybe this person like really liked hanging out with you or seeing you because it brought that kind of like sunshine and light to their day. And in the past, they definitely could have been like hiding how they feel about you or just not really revealing all of it. Maybe they were like a little shy towards you. But they did definitely really like you. I feel this in my heart, kind of like that kind of like, oh my gosh, wow. I feel like so much joy in my heart right now. I feel like they really liked being playful with you, and there was just like a fun, like butterflies in the stomach crush kind of feeling, like you brought them so much happiness. But then they felt like they had to conceal that, because if not, then it's almost like, oh my God, I don't want to tell this person I love them. I haven't really even gotten to know them that much, you know. And that was like the feeling in the beginning with this person. It's like, wow, I'm feeling a lot for this person, but I don't want them to see that, because then they'll know that I'm like in love with them. I don't know, that's what I'm getting, weirdly. So that was past energy. And then also it kind of seems like things kind of came to like this weird standstill maybe over time, and it's like they're kind of waiting for you right now. Or they're waiting for the future. They're like waiting for their ships to come in. As far as this situation goes, they're hoping that something will come from it, but they're not really taking any action. I mean, this is still past energy, so maybe that's where you guys have been in your relationship. But let's see. Okay, I'm gonna switch to another deck for a second. So let's see what this person is feeling for you right now, at the current moment. This person feeling for them right now. Okay, so I saw 3 of Wands again, which I'm sorry if I didn't show you that card, but that's the card that we got before. But even in the second deck, I got 3 of Wands again. So they're definitely still in this, yeah, they're still in this kind of like standstill. They're not really taking action right now. I also got 4 of Cups. So that might be significant if you've been seeing like 3s or 4s lately. But yeah, as far as 4 of Cups goes, it's kind of like they feel like all is lost, or like they feel like they can't do anything in this situation for some reason. Like communication. So we got Ace of Swords. Communication is really actually going to be important in this. Yeah, wow, okay. 5 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Yeah. Wow, guys. So 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. This person is in their feelings, guys. Lots of cups, lots of emotions. I feel like they are not taking action. They're not doing anything because they feel like everything is completely lost. They're kind of like, oh shit, like I'm surprised I didn't get like 10 of Swords in here, because I do get that feeling that they're just like, well, this is over. This is done. And it's not anything like on your part that you did wrong. They think they fucked up. They have regrets. They think everything is lost. So I don't know exactly what they did, but I think communication was lacking. And they're just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I need to turn my back to this right now, or I guess I need to like just take a time out right now and like go within more and see like what, like, can I fix myself, basically? Like, can they fix themselves? So this is current energy right now. They're feeling pretty down. there are secrets involved, I think. Things that they didn't tell you, things that they still don't want to tell you, things that they themselves don't admit to themselves and are cloudy about. Yeah, a lot of dark clouds hanging over this relationship. And I just feel like they've been sneaky in some way. Like, they have been trying to, like, get your attention, but not, like, not directly get your attention. Like, they are always trying to get your attention in some roundabout way. They're trying to get you to come forward first. Like, they want you to be, like, under their spell because they are deathly afraid of becoming, like, your slave. I don't know why that came out. Like, maybe that's how they feel. Like, they have so many emotions for you. Like, there's so many cups here. I feel like they are so emotionally invested that it scares them because they don't want to end up getting hurt more than they already feel hurt. But, you know, on the surface, I don't think they would ever tell you this because Four of Cups is, like, always, it's someone that, like, looks apathetic. Like, on the surface, they look like they don't care, or they're gonna act like they don't care because they want to come across as, like, in control of their emotions. But then there's a shining light of hope because we have Knight of Cups here. So, and we have the same mouse that was on the other card, but Knight of Cups, I do feel like there's hope in this situation because they want to offer you something. I just think what's blocking them is the no communication, and also the fact, or the way they communicate is really off. Like, they need to heal that, I think. So I don't know. I think the good news is they want to reach out to you. They want to, like, offer you more emotions if they haven't in the past, and they want to offer you something romantic. I just think, like, there needs to be, like, communication for that to happen. So let's see what's blocking them from Knight of Cups. What's blocking them from coming forward here? So we have the Hanging Man. Okay, so I'm feeling if this is a Gemini, for some reason, I don't know if this is the actual sign that goes along with the Hanging Man, but I always think of the Hanging Man as, like, Gemini vibes or Gemini Venus. So he or she could probably have a Gemini Venus. It's like that energy of, like, like, I'm just gonna, like, stay here. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. It's like that perpetual maybe. Like, definitely maybe. Like, something like that. Like, they're not gonna move forward, they're not gonna move backwards, they're not gonna move to the right, they're not gonna move to the left. They are not here nor there. And the reason that they are like this, or they keep themselves like this, is because they want to make sure that they have the advantage. So I heard the word, like, home court advantage. So basically they want to, this is why I'm thinking they might be a Scorpio, because they want to view the situation from all perspectives and all sides, so there are no surprises. I don't think this person likes surprises very much. It just kind of makes me feel like there's someone who have been very hurt in the past. So they just want to make sure that they have analyzed every single aspect of this relationship before they make any moves. So they're keeping themselves kind of stuck in the Hangman situation at the current moment, and that's keeping them from moving forward and approaching you. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So I feel like this is probably what it's going to take for them to get out of the Hangman situation. They need, and the Tower always to me is like the universe, creating a situation, making something new happen in order to knock down a faulty foundation. So I think they're going to have this Tower moment soon, or maybe they're going through it right now, where what they believed like their limiting beliefs that were keeping them stuck and keeping them from moving forward and keeping them in this little hanged man situation are being completely just like crushed. And that might take some time for them to go through in order to completely heal from it, to be able to approach you. But we can look at timing next. First, I would like to get a romance oracle card for you guys about the situation. Okay, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I feel like you guys are currently in separation, and this separation is actually necessary because this person you're asking about has been through a lot of heartbreak and might currently be feeling heartbroken as well. So their angels and your angels are actually working together to keep you guys apart right now, just because I feel like you might be feeling very linked to this person, very attached to this person, and you, I feel like you have a lot of like beautiful feelings for this person, but they're so hurt by something, and it could even just be their childhood wounds, but this pain was never appropriately let go of, and it was never healed. So I think the tower moment is causing them to address it, or letting them finally let go of the pain, because the pain is what's keeping them stuck, or the remembrance of the pain. Okay, any situation. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, so I think you guys will be able to go on a date, or go on a retreat, or go on some kind of getaway together. So you guys will be linking up in the future. I do see that as a possibility, and also engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. So with honeymoon and engagement, I feel like this separation is temporary, and you guys are probably on the tail end of it or coming out of it right now, which is awesome because I see you guys actually being able to come together and enjoy this honeymoon time, and then also this engagement and this commitment with each other. So that's great. And let's see. So let's see what I'm getting for like the outcome. Future outcome of this. Okay. Future outcome. And right, okay. Okay, so I got the Three of Wands again. So third time I got Three of Wands in this reading. So yeah, I feel like he or she might be waiting for something right now, or waiting for this turbulent time to be over. They're looking to the future. They see you in their future. They're just kind of waiting for the time that you guys can be together. But I do see an offer in the future. So I think this is like the offer that you want, and it's stable, because Pentacles to me is always like that stable commitment. It's not the Wands, it's the Pentacles. So it's like that's the offer of commitment that you actually do want. And then we have King of Pentacles energy. So male or female, this is that energy of the provider. So you gonna have a provider, and it's hard because there's a male on the card, but they want to provide for you, and they want to shower you in love. So not just like material things, but also love, because I'm seeing a lot of green in this card also. So I think they want to have that balance of not only like material things and like comfortable financial stability, but also like love and heartfelt sentiment and joy. And they want to be able to be this balanced King of Pentacles energy. It's just a matter of time before they can reach that. Okay, so I do have some angel cards, so let's see what your angels, what guidance do your angels have for you regarding this person? Let's see. What guidance do you have? Okay, all right. Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So this is one of those situations where you might have to wait a little bit longer, which no one loves to hear, for this to come to fruition. But Archangel Michael is saying, if this is what you want, you have to make that choice within you and be clear about it. So if this person is not coming forward and you're kind of teeter-tottering and you're like, well, I don't want them, I'm moving on, and then the next day, well, I love them, so I have to stay, and you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, the energy of that is the energy of the Hanged Man. So if you yourself are in a Hanged Man energy, I feel like this person could be mirroring you also in that energy. So it's one of those things where you have to be very, very clear about what you want, because your energy in the situation is affecting this person's energy also. So that's very important to remember. So if you are crystal clear in what you want, then that will start to manifest itself. But if you're going back and forth and teeter-tottering, then that is also going to manifest itself. So just have that crystal clear intention, state your intention out loud, write it down, whatever, talk to Archangel Michael, because he's here for you. So any other angel guidance messages, part 1. Okay. Oh, you know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So he thinks and knows that you know what to do. You've got the light inside of you. You've got the knowledge. Your third eye chakra is on fire right now. So I think what you've been feeling, I feel like this is a confirmation, like what you've been feeling about the situation is the truth and is accurate. So trust on that. Trust your inner knowledge. Act on your inner knowledge. And don't look back, basically. Like I said, have that crystal clear intention and act on it. And that doesn't necessarily mean reach out. I wouldn't recommend reaching out if this person hasn't and you've always been that person to reach out. But like, even if your decision is to wait on this, kind of get clear on like what your action is going to be while you're waiting. What are you going to do? Are you going to work on yourself? Are you going to start a business? Are you going to get right on your finances? Definitely do things for you as well if you're choosing to wait, because if you're in the waiting energy, it's going to put you in this back and forth, like, should I move on? Should I stay? Should I move on? Should I stay? And as long as you're in that teeter-tottering energy, your person is going to be in that teeter-tottering energy. So if you're choosing to wait, also make a decision of, what am I going to do in the meantime? Am I going to be working on myself? Am I going to be dedicating to self-love? Those are very important things to decide and to do. All right, so lastly, these cards are really great. They're like the Heal Yourself cards. Let's see. Okay, so the card I got is Have Faith. So yeah, I think your faith in this is like make it or break it for this relationship, because if you don't believe that this person is going to come forward, that's just going to keep things stalled for longer. So how strong do you believe that you two are going to be together? How strong do you want to be with this person? So I think it's worth it to like journal out your feelings about it. Just like literally write down everything you're thinking. Like, you could even be like, I hate this person, they're so mean, they did this and that. Like, just write it all down. Like, if you want to rip it up after, you can, but get all those feelings out, let them flow. If you need to forgive this person, work on that. And then feel into the relationship, feel into your connection. Is it a strong connection? Do you feel like this is your future partner for life, or is it just like an attraction that you feel, or was it like really good passionate chemistry? Think about like what you love about this person, why you love that about this person, and if you ultimately choose that you want to wait for this person, then have faith that they're coming forward, have faith that it's meant to be, meant to happen, or at least have faith that if it's not, that something even greater is meant to come into your life. So what you believe about the situation is detrimental to what the outcome will be. So for those of you who were wanting some kind of timing on if they will reach out or if something will happen, I'm going to see if there's any specific timing. Okay, so we do have a Knight of Cups coming forward. So Knight of Cups, when will this happen? When will Knight of Cups happen? Okay, so I have 6. So I'm feeling 6 weeks. So it's going to be around 6 weeks. It could be 6 months, could be 6 days. You can determine what your specific situation is. But I'm feeling for the general lot of you that it will be around 6 weeks. So that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a like or subscribe or just comment below. Thanks. Bye. Hi Pile 2. Thank you for joining me today. This is going to be for those of you who chose the lapis lazuli or lazuli crystal with the throat chakra symbol on it. So today we're going to be answering the question of how does your specific person feel about you. I'm going to start with, sorry, I forgot. I'm actually going to start with these zodiac cards just to get a feel for your person, and if you feel like this is your person, some of the attributes are the same or they have the same sign, then you can move forward with it, and I hope that the message resonates for you. Or if not, then you might need to choose a different pile or maybe a different video. Sorry. Okay, so pile 2, think of your person. And let's see what we get. This person. Ooh, that one flew out. Ooh, Aquarius. You guys might be dealing with an Aquarius. And if you're not, it could just be someone with Uranus that's very prominent in their birth chart. Like, for example, I am an Aquarius, but I also have Uranus in my first house. So Uranus affects my personality and appearance very much so. And that could be the, what is that word? That could be the case for your person. But, just based on like the energy I'm getting from this person, I feel like they're really cool. Like, they're really just like quirky a little bit. They could be a little bit like fun. Let's see. Hello. I'm gonna take them both. Ooh, Scorpio. Yeah, this person is strong. I feel like he or she, I'm sorry, there's a male. No, this is a woman. Never mind, I have no excuse. They are like intense, but in a good way. Like, when they want something, they're like, that's mine. Like, they could have some jealousy issues, but I'm not really feeling that right now. I'm just feeling more of like, they set their mind to something and they go for it. but it might take them some time, because the person in this photo is actually just like lurking, like they're like really intensely looking at something, but they're not going towards it. So they might be that type of person that really just like observes, like very observant, and could be a little like mysterious, could be a little quiet at first until they like really like look at you enough and they're like, okay, this person's cool. So then they can be this like fun, quirky Aquarius after they've like observed you for long enough. Lastly, I'm getting the Taurus card. Okay, so for Taurus, let's see. Taurus is always, to me, someone who is sensual. So you've got yourself like a mysterious, sensual person. Like Taurus is very much like Taurus is about the senses. So this person might be very much into good food, fine dining, or they could be a couch potato but just loves food. So this person really likes to be comfortable. They like to be cozy. They like to do things that are in their comfort zone. So I think they might be someone who's a little afraid to like step out of their comfort zone. But I think when another person is involved, like a partner, love interest, something like that, that's when they start to open up to possibilities of like getting outside of their comfort zone. But when it's just them, they like to cozy up with like blankets and just like watch a movie or play video games or do something that's just like comfortable for them to wind down. But yeah, they could also be into art. They like watching art, going to art museums. They like seeing different forms of art. They're very active, maybe like in the sacral chakra. So they could be very much into the bodily pleasures. But let's see what else I'm getting. Yeah, definitely someone who is like alluring in some kind of way, and maybe that is what attracted you to them. But they also have a very kind of strict hold on their own emotions. So they're only going to show the general public what they want to show the general public, and they're going to keep it very, very like guarded. Like the way that they are in public is purposely how they want to portray themselves in public, but for that reason there could be a side to them that you don't know at all. So just be cautious of that. And then we also have Neptune, and with Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, they could be a dreamer, very much into fantasy. So they could like fantasy movies. They could like movies in general, escapism. So like I said, like video games, something that, reading books, something that distracts them from their normal like mundane everyday life. And they could just have like a dreamy quality to them as well. All right, so I hope that resonated with your person in mind. And let's get into your reading. Let's see what was the past situation with you and this person. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing some heartbreak. All right, so I feel like this person is guarded, or was with you, very much so. And I think it really hurt you. Yeah. I think this person really just like tried to cut you out of their life. I think that's what I'm getting, at least, and was very firm and stubborn with you and was not being their best self with you. Was just being like a tool. Sorry, I'm very sorry, but that energy was not nice. And then they hurt you in some way, and immediately they hurt themselves. Like, when they hurt you, they felt that more. And you felt it too, though. You were not happy. You were anxious. You were having sleepless nights, having nightmares, bad dreams, crying at night, staying up late, just like very much in your head. Very much in your head, just like worrying constantly. This person was careless with you. He acted like a fool with you. He could have played with your emotions. He kind of didn't really care where he was walking. Like, he didn't care who he was stepping on. And that just led you to have a lot of heartbreak and pain. And I'm very sorry for that, honey. And if I say he, I'm very sorry. It's just, I always lean towards like images, but it's he or she. Yeah. Okay, so current situation. Actually, I think I'm going to switch it up. So, how does this person currently feel about you? We going to once. All right, so what I'm getting is this person is trying to make a judgment call. They're trying to make a decision about you. They're not being very mature, or they're like, that's just where they are in life. They're not very, sorry. I don't know if I'm being too mean about your person. I'm not trying to be mean. They haven't been able to learn how to communicate effectively, just in general. Like, they are so guarded and closed off, especially to any emotional matters, that they are just like, when it comes to communicating in a mature way, they're a novice and they need help. So they need help is what I'm getting. They just really need help communicating, and I'm not necessarily saying that you should be the one to help them. I just think they're really, really struggling with communication. They are afraid to move forward because there's a fork in their road. It's kind of like they're at a standstill because of the fork in the road, and we have the hanged man. So they're afraid of making decisions, and they scared. They scared. I think this is someone who has been very indecisive for a lot of their life, and been kind of like the fool energy, like we saw earlier, where they have so many options that they're up in the air. They're like, oh, well, those are my options. I'm just gonna look at them from here. Not very good at making decisions, probably has a fear of commitment. And then 5 of Wands. So it could be that they don't want any conflict, and that's probably what the issue is. They're afraid of conflict in general. They don't want to fight over anybody, and they don't want people fighting over them necessarily. They just like they probably, I'm not saying they're a people pleaser, they could be, but they have this energy of like, I just don't want there to be any problems made by me. I don't want any problems. Like, I don't want problems, I think is what I'm getting. Like, they could be someone that's overwhelmed very easily, and that's why they tend to stay out of relationships, or they, are very cautious when approaching relationships, because they tend to be the fool. And the fool I kind of see as someone who is single or likes to be single and just likes to do whatever they want, because they don't want to have to compete for someone, or they don't want any kind of conflict situations, and they don't want to have to make hard decisions or big decisions. So from what I'm getting, this person is kind of like in an immature state in their life, and making big decisions is hard for them. So in this situation, they're afraid of maybe you have other people that want you, or other people that they would have to compete with, and they're scared to compete with them because they're scared of getting involved in something and maybe losing it. So they like to stay in this like, oh, I don't really care kind of energy, but maybe that's not how they actually feel. Let's get like, what is this person feeling currently? I'm not getting a lot of. Okay, so they feel very passionate about you. Okay, I'll take this. All right. Yeah, so I think they want to move towards you in a victorious manner. Like, they want to look presentable before they move towards you. And I think that's why right now they're kind of like working on themselves. You have Four of Swords. They're not necessarily making any moves at this time because they want to look presentable. If they're going to have to compete against you, they want to make sure that they can compete again, like not against you, I'm sorry. If they are going to compete for you, they might also feel like you are someone who has a lot, or are in a very respectable position, and that they almost can't compete, like, because they might view you as like career competition or something, or they just feel like you have things that they don't have, so they have to kind of like try and raise themselves to like be on your level. And that's what they want to make sure they look like before they come anywhere near you. So I think the fact that we got Page of Swords earlier just kind of goes to show that they feel like a page. They feel like they don't add up to you. Like, they're not on your level, and they are not feeling good about themselves. They're kind of trying to heal themselves right now. They're trying to go within and meditate. I don't know if maybe someone told them to meditate, or they're learning about meditation. I think they're trying to get more in tune with their spirituality, but they do feel very, very passionate about you, and they want to come forward to you in a victorious way, and they want to make sure if there's competition involved, they're going to be the winners. Okay, so next I want to get a romance oracle card for you guys about their situation. Let's see. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I feel like the angels are trying to let you know, like your guides want you to know, that if this person isn't giving you the same energy that you've been giving them, or the same level of attention, whether even if you're not even reaching out to this person, how many pick a card readings have you been watching about them, or how many times have you been looking at their online profile, or how many times do you think about them in a day? Like, that sort of energy I feel like they can sense. Just in general, as humans, I feel like we can sense when people are thinking about us, or like the energy that people are giving us. So before you are so available to them and open with your energy, just remember, if they're not giving you that same energy back, you need to kind of step back and give yourself more love and attention, so that the I don't know if I'm describing this right, so that this tug of war is kind of like even, it's fair. It's like if you're constantly in a tug of war with someone, and the way the rope stays up is you both are pulling, right? If you just walk over to the other side, the rope isn't going to be up, like it's on the floor, and vice versa. So it's like you need to be fully on your side of self-love, and they need to be fully on their side of self-love, and then that's going to keep the rope up. So I don't know if that's really a good analogy, but that's what I was getting in my head, and I don't know, in my ear. So I think that's going to be important for a lot of you guys. And romance modules. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Oh, perfect. So yeah, I feel like do little things for yourself that make you feel loved. So if you want to like smell the flowers, play with animals, buy yourself flowers, things like that, go out in nature, view art, talk to your spirit guides, learn about your spirit guides, learn about intuition. Sorry, I'm getting a ringing in my ear. I hear you, Angel. Yeah, talk to your spirit guides. They want to talk because I heard that ringing. What else? Try a new hobby. Try painting. If you love painting, or I'm getting like clothing. Like if you're into fashion, like look at clothes you really like. Try and like make clothes if you like to make clothes. Experiment with different colors and different styles and things, and do those things that give you like that fulfilled feeling, and you're gonna attract that love back, whether it's in this person or someone else in the meantime while they're getting over what they need to get over. But but I also got this could be the one. So I think if you feel that this is the one, just make sure you feel 100% fulfilled and full of self-love before you engage in a relationship with this person, because you want to make sure that rope stays up, like I said before. But I think your angels and your guides and their guides are also looking out for this connection and making sure everything happens in the right, perfect, divine timing. On the card it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So there you go. So just stay optimistic about that. If you really love this person, stay optimistic about your connection with them and love yourself first. And then any additional angel messages we're getting from the angel cards. Let's see. Victory, wow, okay. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered, have faith. So faith plays a major role in you guys' relationship, but I definitely feel like you two have a very deep connection, and if you're feeling it, then you're feeling it for a reason. So hold on to that, and just remember to stay optimistic. Okay. So, let's see this one. Home, okay. Home, and pay attention to the signs. Okay, so we're getting home and pay attention to the signs. So I feel like this person could feel like home to you. He or she could feel like your person, and that might be why you're feeling so sad about this, or just like not in a good place, because you're probably confused, like, oh, well, this person is my home, then why aren't they here, and like why are they making me wait, but it's also like, if you feel like this person is your home and you really feel that in your core, try not to, question it. Try and get rid of all of the self-doubt you have, because self-doubt is only going to harm this relationship. You have to be strong in that, knowing that this is your home. And, while you're waiting for this person, make your home a place that you want to be in. Maybe like spruce up your house, like do some redecorating, do things to make your home more comfortable, do things to feel at home in your own body and feel at home within yourself, whether that means you're alone or with someone else. Just make sure that you're happy at home, because you have to be at home with yourself before you can be at home with someone else. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want this to be a codependent relationship when it comes together. So that's the guidance I have. Like, if you're feeling kind of heartbroken, like, do some exercises to heal your heart, do some breath work, do some meditation, yoga even, or just any kind of exercise that gets you up and like out there. And also, if you want to do some shadow work, do some candle work, that would be beneficial. Get rid of any of the like hard stuff, the pain that you've been feeling in your heart, if you have been depressed. Just really work to like get those emotions out and clear the way and clear this, make your home a place that you want to be. So whether that's your body, your apartment, your house, wherever people live, just make it a place that you want to be, and that's going to make you even more attractive to this person. And then the pay attention to the signs card. If you've been seeing any specific animal totems, any repeating numbers, symbols, religious symbols, or if you've been seeing any red flags, for example, just pay attention to that in relation to this relationship. So make sure you're not ignoring your spirit guides when they're trying to talk to you, which sometimes I do. If you get a ringing in your ear, maybe pay attention to that, because I sometimes don't. But I think like your guides are trying to give you messages about this person, or this person could even be trying to give you messages. So just pay attention to those when you see them come up. So lastly, I'm going to ask about timing, like when maybe something will move forward with this person, or you might get a message. So timing is pile 2. Alright, so let's see. Timing pile 2. 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles, and then I did get one more, 9 of Swords. So anywhere from 9 weeks, actually. So this is gonna range for a lot of you, so bear with me. Anywhere from 9 weeks to 6 months, this person could come forward. But they will be coming forward with an emotional offer, which is going to be great because they don't seem to be very emotional. And they're going to want to get away from all of the past harmful, toxic energy that you guys might have had in your relationship, and they're going to want to start something fresh and new with you. So look forward to that, and remember to stay optimistic. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you could like my video or subscribe, that'd be great, or just comment below and tell me what you thought. Thanks, guys. Hi, pile 3. For those of you who chose the carnelian and root chakra symbol crystal, this is going to be your reading, and we're going to be answering the question of how does your specific person feel about you. So for today's reading, I've actually been pulling from my Zodiac Oracle deck, and we're actually going to see what are some characteristics or traits or attributes that belong to your person, and whether or not you feel like this resonates for you and your person. You can proceed with the reading. If not, maybe choose another pile or another video maybe, I don't know. Sorry. So let's go ahead and see pile 3. Who is your person? Let's see. All right, so right off the bat, we have Neptune and Venus. So for me, that's going to be, it's very, okay, I'm getting like a very dreamy person. So could be very like physically attractive with Venus. It could be someone who maybe has a lot of suitors or gets a lot of attraction, or is very easy to be attracted to, I guess. Like, is just attractive, you know? But they also have this like earthy energy to them. So someone who could be very sensual and into like the senses, you know, beauty, things smell good. They could always maybe smell nice or look nice, or could very much like food and art, could be artistic. I feel like this person is pretty artistic, actually, considering you have Venus and Neptune to me is all about like the fantasy realm, which to me is very much artsy creation. So this could be a very creative person, could be into music, could like watching art, going to art museums, could also be a little kind of in their own world sometimes, like might have some form of ADD, but just kind of likes to escape and to be in nature and to be in their own world. So definitely needs some kind of alone time, some form of that to replenish. And then we have the water element. So this could definitely be a water sign. So I'm getting heavy Pisces, but could also be Scorpio or Cancer. So with the water element, I feel like this person is very in tune with their emotions, in the fact that they can easily control their emotions, unless, you know, if they're more of like a Cancer, no offense to Cancer, they can get very emotional about things, but they also, like I said, like can be very, very creative, likes to go with the flow, isn't much of a like strict planner, I feel. They definitely just kind of like to see where things go, you know. Let's see. Oh, and Earth. Okay, so we have 2 water and earth signs, we have 2 water and earth signs, and then we have the actual water element card and the earth element card. So definitely, either if it's not a water sign, it's an earth sign, and it could definitely be like heavily leaning towards Taurus. If not Taurus, then Capricorn, or I'm drawing a blank. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I'm definitely leaning heavily towards Taurus and Virgo, and then possibly Capricorn. And they could have any of these signs in their birth chart, or it could be one of their sun, moon, or rising signs. All right. Okay, so if you feel like that kind of resonates with you and like who your person is, let's get into your reading. So I'm going to start by getting kind of a view of what you guys had in the past leading up to this moment, what that energy was like. Let's see. All right, so I'm getting a pair here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So you two could very well be very career focused, very ambitious. You like to be secure and stable in your finances, and that's what you're focused on right now. And the fact that we get those two cards together in the past energy, could feel like you two had maybe like a very committed relationship in the past, like you were actually in a stable relationship, but you know, take that with a grain of salt. If you weren't, you know, that's okay too. But or maybe you two even worked together, or like had some kind of business relationship or working relationship, because that's also a possibility with the Pentacles. But you had more of a stable relationship in the past, I'm feeling. Like you two were on a similar wavelength, you kind of connected and you really got each other, and you both had the same goals and you had the same interests somewhat, and you kind of like had this like undeniable chemistry and passion for each other, and it just kind of like blossomed into a connection between you two. But the connection itself had some karma attached to it with the Justice card. So this could have been a karmic situation where things were beautiful at first and you were connected to each other very much, but maybe you became a little too dependent on each other, a little too codependent, and things kind of went south, and then it ended up where you two both felt like you were left out in the cold. You felt very disconnected from each other in the end, and maybe that's where things kind of left off. But then let's look at like what's going on presently. How does this person feel about you right now? Actually, I'm gonna switch the decks just so I can get more accurate. Wow, okay. Promising. So we have King of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Wands, 6 of Cups. Lots of King energy. So I feel like this person is actually very mature, or he's matured a lot. He or she, I'm sorry. They've matured a lot, and they've actually acquired this ability to be more in tune with their emotions and in control of it, while also being while also keeping their passion intact, and that fiery nature in them, and that spark of creativity and artistry intact. So I feel like they've really overcome a lot, and they've learned a lot, and they really want, like, they want to be your king, so to speak, whether or not it's male or female. They want to be someone that's very, like, a very heavy influence in your life, and like in a positive way. We have 10 of Cups, so that's basically like family. Like, they want to be in your family, or they want to start a family with you. They want that ultimate happiness with you, of like emotional fulfillment and commitment, like a family life. And I see that evident also with the 6 of Cups, because we have 2 little children here, and 6 of Cups is all about like a resurgence of what was in the past. So I think they want to come back together with you. They want you two to like spark the flame that you guys had, and they want to like give you some sort of gift, maybe like flowers, or any kind of like, maybe they even want to give you like a pet. I don't know if you've wanted like a cat, because I see a cat in 2 different cards here. So maybe like they want to give you a little kitten or a bunny or something, or they want to show you that they really know you, and that they remember so many of the little things about you, and they really care about you, and they're preparing to offer you that. Because as 2 of these kings are out, I feel like not only do they want to give you an emotional offer, they also want to give you like a passionate offer. So that's really like everything you could ask for in a relationship. These are really great feelings. Cards. These are really great cards, but I feel like he or she has really, really good feelings about you in the current moment. So let's see what their future actions are going to be. Let's see, Knight of Wands. Definitely someone that wants to come in quickly with passion. And then Queen of Swords. So okay, so I feel like they want to come in quickly, but they feel like you wouldn't accept them right away. For whatever reason, they just feel like you're not in that space, like you're too busy working on something or working on yourself, like you're very creative and doing your own thing, and they see you as that like independent woman who's like doing what she needs to do. I'm so sorry if you're a man. That independent person that's doing what they gotta do to make that coin. See, he's making that coin right there. And I think they don't really know how you would take it if they came rushing in. I feel like they maybe feel like they would get a no. Then also, yeah, he or she is also like not really the best at communicating. Like in their life, they come out as a king. But when it comes to displaying or showing any kind of emotion or affection, they're a little bit of a novice. That doesn't mean they don't want to do it. They definitely want to do it, and I think they are planning on coming forward. You have a really great spread here, and I see them coming forward. I just think they're a little scared of you, definitely intimidated by your energy. But not in a bad way. I think they definitely respect you a lot, and they see you as this like really ambitious, hardworking, like successful person. So I think that's why they just want to make sure that the way they come forward is perfect and the way they communicate is perfect, so that they get the best result from coming forward. All right, so romance angels. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, codependency, trust, and true love. Okay. So let's see. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I feel like perhaps maybe you feel like they're a little codependent, or you don't want to be attached and then feel let down, or vice versa. They could feel like maybe you guys had some codependency issues in the past. You could feel like you guys had some codependency issues in the past. So that's definitely important to note. And if you haven't already been working on these issues, I think when they do come forward, that's something that you guys probably need to talk about and discuss. If you were spending too much time with them and then it was affecting your work life, that's something you need to like openly discuss with them and address. And also make sure since they're not very great at communicating, I think it's good to ask them those questions. Like say, okay, what were the issues? What do you feel like the issues were? And like, did you have a problem? Do you think we had a problem with like the amount of time we spend together, or like the way we perhaps might have been dependent on each other? Just be open about those things, and then ultimately be able to trust each other, because I feel like trust is something that might have been affecting you guys' relationship as well. Like maybe there's always kind of like a hovering over each other because you didn't fully know if you could trust each other. Like, you know, I'm just thinking of those people who are always constantly checking their partner's phone and saying, oh, who have you been messaging, and things like that. I think in order to get over this codependency, you guys need to have that trust of each other, like 100%. If you're going to be in a partnership with someone, you have to be able to trust them. And with trust, or in order to have trust, you have to have proper communication. And as I'm saying that, like my throat chakra is actually hurting right now. Like my throat actually, the muscles are like tensing up. So I feel like you and this person together need to work on your communication. But then I did get true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I feel like you two truly do love each other. And this is the romance of a lifetime, and it could last a lifetime if you commit to working on your communication and your trust. All right. And what else am I getting? Okay, advice from the angels about this. Healthy lifestyle. Okay. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. And then what else do we have? Hello from heaven. Gentleness. Okay. So what I'm getting from these cards combined is that definitely I think you guys might have like felt such a good and like deep connection with each other that it affected your personal lives. And maybe the reason you guys had to separate is because you felt like you needed to work on your own careers and your own lives away from each other, because when you were together it was just that, like you guys were just always together, and it was because you loved each other and you had this like this connection and this passion for each other. But there needs to be a balance, you know. You can't just be like always on top of each other in a relationship. You have to be able to separate while still together and not be worried about trust issues, not be worried about like what's going on, like who you're talking to, you know. I think that is the biggest hurdle for you guys to get over. But once you do, I feel like things will come together nicely. You also got gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So I feel like this is kind of a message to be more gentle with each other, because you two, I feel like you affect each other more than you realize. So you might trigger each other a lot and then get into these, like, for some of you it could be arguments, for others of you it could just be like little hiccups in your relationship. But just make sure that you approach it very gently with each other, because you know you two have this deep connection, and you affect each other more than you realize, because they care deeply about you and respect you, and you care deeply about them and respect them. And you know, the things you say or the things you do could actually have a larger effect on them than you've even realized, because maybe they aren't telling you those things or they aren't showing you that. But it's really important to have that sort of gentleness with them, because they may be a little more sensitive than you actually knew. So yeah, the biggest thing to do is remember that you have guidance. You have like spirit guides and angels, like heavenly help. And if you have any worries about this, just let them go. Be able to release any worries and anxiety about the relationship, because it's not helping. Like any worries and anxiety about trust issues that you might have with this person, you know, journal them out, talk to a therapist, talk to someone about it, talk to your partner about it in a gentle way. Just be able to relieve yourself of the anxiety and of the worry, because that is like one of your biggest hurdles to get over if you want to be with this person. Let go of your worries and then just feel the love. Like, feel the love, feel the blessings, and always be grateful for that. And then cards. Okay. Oh, what's this one? Okay. Cool. So, we got alchemy and sexuality. So, I feel like seeing these two cards together, it kind of makes me feel like you can use your sexuality with this person. You guys have a very passionate connection with each other. I feel like you can use that chemistry together to heal your relationship. And I'm not saying to use it in a manipulative way, like none of that. But I'm saying, like, use that love and emotion you have for this person to connect sexually and use that time you have, that intimate, special time together, to bring you guys closer. So always make sure that you bring that emotion into the sexuality, because that's actually going to heal your relationship. But that's, once you guys are in a committed relationship again. So be very careful. I'm not saying I'm not saying to be manipulated or used, honey. No, we don't do that. Do not let yourself be in that situation. But I think in you guys' case, if you do get back together, just use that time to really give each other the love that you feel inside. Like, don't hold back. Like, be very giving of that love, and then you can turn, any negative things into love and positivity, and like use it to alchemize for your relationship. Okay, and now I'm just gonna do like a quick timing of when things may come back together. Let's see. Page of Wands and Four of Wands. Four of Wands, great card. So with Four of Wands, wow, I'm actually seeing like soon. Like, Wands is probably, to me, the fastest moving energy of the four suits. So could be 4 days. 4 days you could see like a passionate gesture towards you or communication. Could be 4 hours if you're lucky. But yeah, it could be anywhere from 4 days to 4 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Comment below and tell me what you think. And I'll see you next time.